Hey everybody, how you doing? Buster here, Adventure Biker, back with our last Friday of the month live. Hope you're all well. I would advise you if you are under 18 to click off now because there is normally swearing in these videos. So let's welcome in Scottish Biker Abroad and Teuchteronabike. How you lads doing? Everything all right?
All good, all good.
All good, all good. Did you remember to click go live, Ron?
I did. I've got it working.
Yeah!
No messing about today.
The start of the live is went all right for a change.
That's it. Let's stop while we're winning.
Right,
that's it. We'll just stop now.
I'll stop now. Right, we'll do it in normal day. We'll do a wee check-in, see what you've been up to and what you've got planned for the up-and-coming month. So we'll start with Scottish Biker Abroad. What have you been up to and what have you got planned?
What have I been up to? I've ordered a Wi-Fi hub thing in my jig, Kingston, where you can transfer files for your GoPros to SSD and that kind of stuff.
GoPro.
Yeah, I'm into that. I'm into electronic things. That's my second hobby. That's the thing I like about biking, that I can buy cameras and drones and
blame me for buying them to your wife. It was Buster's fault. He had to buy it.
What else? Tomorrow I'm going to go out for a run. I think I'll go into Germany tomorrow. So I think I'll go no tomorrow, Sunday. I'll go Sunday. Out for a run into Germany. So that's about it.
Is that you caught up for what you've been up to since the last time you've gone?
That's what I've been up to, except I've booked the tickets for the boat to come out in May. So I'm definitely coming out in May.
And I've booked the caravan, the caravanettes.
The caravanettes.
So
that's it for me.
What's coming up for the next month? In plan for next month? Coming month?
No, it'll just be wee trips getting my stuff ready. I think April, before I do anything big, I'm planning going away for a week in April. I think I'll do go down into Belgium and maybe a bit into France or something in April for a week.
We can cover that.
But nothing definitely planned.
Ron, maybe yourself, what have you been up to and what have you got planned for the up and coming month?
I've not been up to much. I've been working, as I was telling you. I've actually came out of retirement for a wee while, but that finished this week. So I'm officially retired for the second time. Not been out loads on the bike other than, trailing down to Carlisle on the bike. I think the last time otherwise I was out was on my birthday, because since I was last here, I've added another decade to my age. Oof. I'm now almost as old as Gary. Almost. But not quite.
I'm the youngest man on the screen, I don't care.
So yeah, I've been working for a few weeks, so that's pretty much it. Coming up, I really don't know. I've going to Portugal at the end. In fact, next month's live, I'm going to be on it, and then I'm going to go straight away to Portugal. So I'm looking forward to that. Bike wise, I don't know yet. I've got a new garage door to wait about for. I think that's coming on the 11th. One of these rolly up ones. So I'm looking posh. But yeah, nothing exciting.
Nothing exciting. What have I been up to? Got myself some new panniers, so I bought a Krieger set for my bike. Apart from that, I think my bike's pretty much ready to go for doing some tours and stuff. I've been out a couple of times. And what I've got coming up is I'm doing the Great Tommy Sleep Out in 2026. So that's just basically a good camp out for a night, raise money for the Royal British Legion. So camp out, raise money for that. So I'll be doing that probably the end of March. So we'll probably do that the weekend before we do the live, probably. So I was trying to get my bike ready for the end of March. So I'll be doing that. So I'll post some stuff up on YouTube about that and on my Facebook and my socials. Yeah, yeah, my socials. Apart from that, nothing really. No, just get my bike sorted. Yeah, had to do it pretty quick because I wanted to do this the Great Tommy Sleep Out. So apart from that, that's it. So we'll go with the questions. Ron usually hits it with the questions about this time.
Hits it with questions, aye. Oh, well, it can join.
He's
no, I don't know. It's just topics, really, I suppose. I've been chatting to Alan Mitchell this week. So he was Al, the Scottish biker. He's now Moto Al. I see he's putting out videos again, which is good to see. And he's got a new bike. He's got a Tiger 800, so you'll approve, Gary.
I saw that.
He's got
sorry, Gary. He messaged me. When was it? He messaged me. Was it a week or two or something? Asking about trips to Europe, and I'd obviously said to him about the Luxembourg trip that we did, and then he said no, he was wanting to maybe go in through Holland, and I said to him, he messaged you, Gary, but I don't know. But then I seen that he had that, but I thought maybe he'd maybe spoke to you, and that's why he kind of went, because he was kind of humming the horn what he was going to go for, wasn't he?
When I spoke to him at the ABR last year, I recommended the 800, and I said to him, because he's about the same size as me, a wee bit weird, and a lot of people are a bit worried when they get like bigger adventure bikes that they can't get their feet down on the ground. But the Tiger was, and I think that XR, I think he's got the XRX. I think that's a wee bit lower than the XCX.
He's got a lower seat on it. You can see it.
The XCX is basically like the Tiger Rally in it, and then the XRX is basically the older version of the 900 GT, really. Yeah. So, they're nice bikes, and I've said before, I know I slag fucking Gary's bike, but no, the Tiger, when we did Budapest, everything that the Africa Twin did, the Tiger did. So it's known as if it's a very capable bike, and it's a nice bike. So
I still think the tyres make a difference. I'm still convinced. I know I'm moaning about my tyres on my GT Pro, but the tyres I had on when we went to Budapest, they were the best tyres I've had.
So anyway, yeah, it's good to see him coming back. People coming back, because he kind of left, and he did quite good videos, I thought, as well.
I like Alan. Alan's nice guy.
I think he struggled a wee bit. I mean, when we were up at the Weekender last year, I think he struggled a wee bit on overtakes just with the power. So he's wanting something a wee bit bigger back then, even. So that's all good.
That'll do.
He'll not be short of power on that 800. That 800 with a triple. And I think I was just looking at his video before I come on. I think he's got, I don't know what, I think that's a bit newer than the one I've got, because he's got a different dashboard. He's got a bit
of it's maybe old. I think it's older. I think it's a 19 plate, Gary.
Aye, but the one I had was 2015.
Oh, right, aye.
So I think that's a newer version where it's not got the full digital dashboard the same as the one I've got now, the 900, but it's a bit in between. It looks like a nicer dashboard.
He's talking about doing the Southwest 300 over a couple of days, I think, as well. Right. But he's talking about camping at this time of year. I think he's a bit mad. We'll be doing a good chunk of the Southwest 300 on the FAF tour anyway. We're doing a good chunk of that already.
It's good. The routes you've picked for the FAF there's definitely some nice roads and stuff. I'm hoping there's a couple of bits that I'm going to try and get ahead of these, without breaking the speed limit. I can get up on
whatever you say.
I go up on the side road and try and film these coming down the road. So I'm going to try and maybe do that.
We'll
but
try
see
and
what
do
the
some nice
future
stuff. I'm going to bring my drone as well. I take it. People, everybody that's got a drone will be bringing their drone. We'll try and do some nice videos.
Aye.
Ah,
Well, I mean, if
good.
if Alan's going to batter off ahead, you can take my Neo 2 and just throw that up, because you just set it up and leave it to hover. Watch all
Yeah.
the bikes going past.
Because one of the roads is that road. I think we're going down that road. The road that everybody camps off to the left and right. We're going down
Yes.
that in one of the roads. That's
Yeah.
the one I was hoping days maybe stop at the start of that, and
Aye.
while you are having a break, I'll shoot off.
Well,
and
we'll
walk over
probably.
to the side.
Aye, so that'll be coming down from One Look Head. So we'll stop
Aye.
at One Look Head, and you can batter off.
I'll batter off and find a wee spot and film these or coming down the road, because that would be looking up that road as you are coming down. It would be quite a cool shot.
It would, aye. Cool. We'll get it all sorted.
French Fruit Biker says that that's the first time he's been out this year. I've been out a few times this year already. The weather's starting to get better here.
Well, the weather was really nice today, actually. A wee bit cold, but I had to do a bit of running about for another brother, so I couldn't get out. And I had to work. I couldn't.
The other brother for another mother.
Yeah. I don't know about that. Trapped in the seat there, mother, maybe. Aye, so what's any other topics you've got, or you finished that one? We keep interrupting you as you keep.
No, you're fine. I've just scribbled a few things down here. I'm ready to take a slagging now because
you've got a beard in the hair.
Well, actually, I'll tell you,
because you've got a BMW.
See the next live, the beard will be away because I'm going on holiday, so I don't want a tideline. So the beard will be gone then. No, what I was going to say is, I've been thinking of buying another bike. Not
Tenerife.
No, worse, far worse than that. If it's possible.
Fucking worse than
a tiger.
No, I'm keeping the BM. I'm just needing something to go little local runs on, and I'm seriously considering as an extra bike getting a Royal Enfield 350.
It went quiet there, Ron. It went quiet.
It went kind of quiet there. I know that. Like Alec Blearyview's got one. I've no. He loves his, and everybody that I know that's got one says it's great. I've just not had a shot in one yet, but it's just going to be for me local runs because I've only got the one car, and so it's if I'm just nipping down the town, I don't really want to haul the GS out and get my gear on for that. A little 350 would be good to like nip round sort of the local town, local villages, that kind of thing.
No, I've heard a lot of good things about them. There's a boy I met down at the MCS when I was picking up my bike, I think, and that's what he's got. I think is it the 350 he's got. You look at the 350. They brought out a 450, hadn't they?
650. Oh, they've got a 450 Himalayan, haven't they?
Aye, 450 Himalayan.
What one of these Chinese bikes, Ron?
Sorry?
Bowden Bikes has put up a Vogue 300 rally.
Well, do you know what?
I was at the Dutch Motor Show last week, wasn't it?
Oh, last week.
A whole hall full of Chinese manufacturers.
Mm-hmm.
Just unbelievable. Marie Vogues, they're really nice. And they cost nothing. I think you'd probably get one a bit cheaper than the Enfield.
Well, the thing is, I mean, the reason one of the reasons I was looking at the Enfield was, one, I've heard loads of good things about it, but two, I've got a local Royal Enfield dealer, but they also deal in, I can't remember, one of the other or a couple of the other Chinese bikes as well. So I can maybe have a look at them when I'm there. Joe's saying get a 125. He's got a CV125, but the problem with the last time I rode a 125, I got stopped by the police twice because I didn't have L plates on.
Aye, because you just assume that because you've got a 125.
They assume I went to, and twice, and it was in the space of 2 days. I got stopped by the police.
I think for the roads that you and me go down, I don't think a 125 would be.
Mm.
I mean, it's different if you've got learner plates and you get your CBT, and that's what you have to ride. Not have to ride, but choose to ride or whatever. But for the roads that we go down, I don't think a 125 would really cut it. I don't think. I think your choice, you've gone for like a 350 or something, or a 450 maybe would be right.
Aye, I mean, don't get me wrong. The Enfield's no quick. It's no a quick bike at all.
No, but I'm just thinking like for overtakes on the wee twisty roads, and do you know what I mean? You don't want to be stuck behind because you know what I know what the drivers are like doing in Dumfries.
Yeah.
I complain about them. Every time I come down to see you, I always complain about them.
Yep, it's the first thing you say when you get out of the car.
Drivers down here.
They're absolutely terrible.
Somebody and a wee 125 that you can't overtake to get away from them or whatever. I think for the roads that you ride, I think a 350 is probably a good choice, to be fair.
Zed's saying that the Chinese bike will overtake Honda, Yamaha, Suzuki, and Triumph, etc. within the next 5 years.
I would say that's true.
I'm not going to give him any argument about that either.
Yeah.
No, I think it's right. If you watch that video, it wouldn't be a big video, but I did a video of the Vogue and the Golf, and I walked around, and you see the prices, and the dealers are starting to take them on. My Triumph dealer, he does CF Moto now.
Right.
Now, my old Tiger still lying there it's been a year. That's a cracking bike, but you can buy a brand new CF Moto for the price that you can buy. You have to buy for my old Triumph. So I think he'll struggle. I think he'll struggle because he's got he does Moto Guzzi, and he does Triumph, and he does CF Moto, and every week he puts videos up for people that have what people have bought. He puts up Instagram, and all the videos in the last couple of weeks are all CF Motos.
Well, I've got a CF Moto dealer here, but I've never really been in. I'll need to go and have a look because it's really just. I mean, I've got my bus pass, but I'm not going there.
Yeah, I've applied for Gary's. No, the best thing to do, Ron, is just go in and test ride a few of that kind of size of CC bike that you're interested in. See what suits you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
learn that up here as well.
I'll have a wee look, but it's just something for doing wee local runs. That's what it's for. Because I've got an electric bike, and I tell you, if you think cars don't see you in a motorbike, they really don't see you on a bike. So, and you know what the drivers are like in Dumfries. No. So cycling is makes your arse twitch. It really does. Even with an electric bike.
That's what I'm kind of looking forward to. I don't think I could go down to about a 300 or whatever. I don't think I could. I'm used to riding big bikes. Yeah, I find sometimes, I don't know, the Yamaha 10RE is good for the fact it's weirder than the Africa Twin was, but it feels like you're on quite a big bike as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this year goes with the 10RE. But I would just go and test ride them on and just see what one and see what you think, because that's the only way you can tell if you got like a bike or not. As long as you get off it and you've got a smile, that's the main thing.
Aye,
that's what they say, isn't it? That's what they say. If you get off the bike with a smile and you turn around and look back, that's the bike.
Aye. I don't think I'll be doing much looking back really, but because it is just going to be for
just a potter about.
Yeah, just potter about. Really, that's it. But hey, it's better than taking a bus, and we don't have any buses down here anyway.
Yeah, that's true. I don't see them very often. It's only the one for Dumfries you see in it.
Mm-hmm.
Any other topic, because you're the topic conversation.
No, I've just put a wee bits of places. Right, here's a thing. Right, you did a video, Buster, going past Glen Buck. Now, I was on that same run, when we went up to the services with the boys.
Yeah.
Right, so I was on that same run, and I mentioned, right, there's Glen Buck, there's where Bill Shankly comes from, and left it at that.
Yeah.
You had obviously done a bit of Google or whatever,
Yep.
and added a whole lot more information, and I thought that was a lot better. So do we think, if we're going, particularly because there's loads of kind of interesting places round about where we live, do you think that adding that extra information about things that you're seeing makes your video more interesting? I think it does. What do you guys think?
Well, company, we'll bring that, since you brought it up. There's another video coming up about Glen Buck.
Right.
It's coming up next Wednesday, and I've actually been thinking about that for a wee while. Is doing that sort of thing, as rather than just riding and then showing as past and things interesting, and maybe do a wee bit like this is where this happened. Because I go into a wee bit. I actually can't remember the video, what I've done in the video, but I go into actually ride up to Glen Buck, where you can stop the car park up there. Have you ever been up there?
Aye.
I stop there and I show people a bit. I'm showing people the video goes a bit. So I ride up. It's a bit icy. I have a wee bit of a teuchter moment, and then I show that and the overhead bar. I actually duck going under it.
All right.
And then I'm up and I'm showing about up there about the memorials, and I go into, I'm a football fan, I couldn't tell you, but I stop at each plaque and stuff. But I've been thinking about that for a while, is doing stuff like that.
I think it does, and well, I think there's a couple of comments there. Steve was saying yes, and Alan's saying yeah, it does as well. I just think it does. I mean, it's not going to be. You don't want to obviously make the whole video off it, because one of my next topics is what do you think is the ideal length of a video. But just a wee kind of here's what to look at. The next thing following on from that is, do you think it's helpful if you put on the roads that you're on, like the road names that you're on? Because it's fine for us, we know where you're going, but a lot of people don't. And so if they come up, they say, oh, Buster did a really good road. I wonder what it was.
Well, if it's a really interesting road that you maybe not come across it on a normal day-to-day run, like the road to Glen Buck, it's the A70. Do you know what I mean? It runs parallel with the A71.
Aye.
So just saying, oh, this is the A70. If you're coming from like the M74, then you're coming from Moorkirk, then I maybe mention it. But if it's a mere kind of technical road that you maybe no find, you've maybe found it by mistake, then I would maybe put on it, this is this road. Aye, maybe. I would probably maybe start doing that as well. Maybe.
I've watched a video. I watched a video yesterday. Can't remember who it was. And he did exactly that. It was somebody from England. I can't remember. They were talking about a wee village where a queen died. Come up on my stream somewhere. The Queen of England died, and he started telling you it was like 1400 something. The Queen of England died in this village, and that's why there's crosses all over the place and that kind of stuff. Can't remember exactly the story. I think that was quite interesting. It makes it a bit more or less about the bikes, but we're bike vloggers. Do you know what I mean? Right. So you have to be careful you don't go too far.
Aye.
And the other thing about your routes was that I saw. No sound, guys. Said German job.
I know, but people have been replying back to what we're talking about, so I don't understand what Duncan's talking about.
Aye.
Oh, he says, my bad. Sounds good.
All right. Nearly gave us a heart attack here, German John.
I was going to.
Evening, Dylan.
One other thing was about the routes and the roads. I think it's Here She Goes. She's called. and she puts the GPX routes. All right, she's staying like big trips and all that, but she puts the GPX routes as a link in her video.
Aye.
So that if you want, you can download it and have a look and see where she's been, or ride a bit of the route or whatever.
Aye. I mean that's quite a good.
idea.
Aye, it's quite good, except that quite often well, for me anyway, because I seldom plan my routes, I would have to go and put it on after. So go and do my run, and then I would need to make the GPX after that.
Aye,
I don't plan rides before that.
No, but do you know use a I don't know about you, but if you
I was just about to say that, Gary.
If I put my route app on, I can tell it to just track my route,
Yeah.
even if I'm no navigating.
Gary, I've got 4 fucking cameras and I've got microphones to mess about with. You think I'm going to remember to put my route app on as well to track me? I'm too busy doing 1, 2, 3, clap.
For my navigation, I use Calimoto all the time. I don't. The only way I'm using Google Maps is if I'm going directly somewhere. But normally I'm using Calimoto, and every time you do, I run with Calimoto. It records it for you, and then you could put the GP. I could probably do that afterwards and edit, and then maybe put it up on the description. I could probably do that, but no doubt Gary could do it as well.
Yeah,
Zed put up an interesting comment there.
Yeah, I saw that, but I was just going to say about that. The Capo ADV. I think he gets money for Stegra because that's about the first time he's mentioned it. Oh, go back to what you were going to say, Ron.
Aye.
I'll put it back up on the screen.
No, that's quite good. Zed did a video. He's saying that, well, you can see it up on screen, and he was actually contacted by some of the pilots' family. So that's good.
Aye.
So it's worthwhile doing. It's how much you do, because the next thing is what do you think the ideal length of a video should be?
Well, if I was going to do what I did with the Glen Buck thing, I wouldn't go into major detail. I would just give a wee quick, like I did with that. This is Glen Buck. It's a hidden village and blah blah blah. And then if anybody is interested in it, then everybody does, you Google it, and then you can research more information about the village and what they did and all that sort of stuff. The ideal length for a video, I think, depends on the content. I think. But viewing, the tip that I got, and I got it off the Peaky Biker, was trying to keep it between 10 and 15 minutes. And then, because before I was doing like 30-minute videos and stuff. And once you change it to about 10, 15 minutes, then you're getting a lot more views on it. But it's also about...
Shorts are the way to go these days. Everybody's saying that. You should an hour video. Nobody's going to watch it.
No.
But it's.
I was looking at my views, and if I put shorts up, and most of them are rubbish. You know what I mean? They're automatic shorts made for vidIQ. But you see, the people that watch them, the age. It's 25 to 30. Watch all these shorts, and they don't watch the long videos.
Yeah.
So you have to. I think if you want to get good views and try and get a broader audience, you have to do both of them. But then people like us will take the time to watch a 20-minute video, but people at 25, 30 will not watch a 15-minute video. They want to watch a short.
But then you're getting into the realms of why you're doing YouTube in the first place. Are you doing it to get views, or are you doing it to record your rides and what you're doing? Do you know what I mean? So it's finding the balance.
You're hoping that somebody that watches your shorts sees your short, thinks, hey, that's quite interesting, and comes and watches your long video. So if out of all the views, you would have to try and get views to try and get an audience to watch your long videos.
It's just finding it, but it's basically what Peaky and that were saying. Peaky and Jay were saying on Peaky's Live. It's finding your audience and getting them to. So it's just that's it. I don't do a lot of shots. I don't do. if I post a video, I maybe create a short out of that video, and that's all I post, and that's it. Or I'll do, if I've done something to my bike, I'll take some pictures and put that up through TikTok first, and then take a TikTok video and put it up onto shorts. So it's the short thing is for me is it's not what I'm pushing for it anyway. It's I will do them. I'm going to do them, but just make a video and just.
I think you're right. And the question was, why do you make videos? I'm a motorbike rider. I like riding my bike, but I quite like making the videos as well. And you want people to like your videos, but you can't get It's trying to get the people that have no saw your video. They think, oh, yeah, I'm going to watch the videos. So I know what you're saying, making the shorts. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't cost me any time. That program, you just get the big video and it cuts it into wee bits and throws it onto the YouTube. And I've got, I think, who was it? Somebody says they go, oh, was it this one?
Yeah, you get 51 subs out of it. But you see, most of his ridings kind of off-road green laning and that kind of thing, which is something that's going to attract younger people as well. I mean, my demographics are all my age or thereabouts. You know, I've got next to nobody that, you know, sort of younger than 40 watches my videos. But I mean, I keep it to the 10 to 15 because, well, I spoke to Peaky about it as well. But when you're doing the extra bit, like you've passed something that somebody might be a wee bit interested in, do you put that onto a separate video like Alan's going to do? Or do you just give it a 2-minute segment of your normal video?
No, I'm going to try. You'll notice there's going to be a change in the way my videos go out in the next, hopefully the next couple of months. I'm going to change the way the start of the video is. I'm going to change the content slightly in the video. So it's going to be about being on the bike and riding and stuff. But I'm going to add a wee bit more into that video and try and still keep it on to 10 to 15 minutes. So like I did with the Glen Buck one, is just as I'm riding past you, this, and then I'm cutting off to go up, and then that. Do you know what I mean? And try to do it that way, just to try and do different. Just diversifies my channel, really. Just try to get my channel a bit more, so it's not just riding down roads. That it could be any road down the UK. POV camera facing you, and that's it. Me talking absolute mince. Try to put a bit more content into the video.
I mean, pretty much everybody I'm seeing here is saying, you know, they do the videos primarily for their own benefit, as we do. So you want to record your rides, you maybe want to watch them back. You've learned a little bit about editing as well, which is good. I enjoy that as well. It's not cheap, right enough.
No, because I've talking about, well, we just mentioned editing there. I'm going to move away from the editing suite that I'm using, because it's starting to cause problems. And the first one I noticed was you pointed it out. I was doing the one in the helmet, and I was meant to be a slowed section down where you could see where the mic was. And when I viewed it, when I edited it and viewed it on the actual editing suite, it was there. But then when I downloaded it onto the computer to then upload it, it decided to take it out. And then Peaky pointed out some sound issues as well, that it sounded perfect once I edited it, but once I actually uploaded it. So I don't know if it's the editing app that's doing it, or the editing software, or if it's YouTube that's done it.
Are you still editing on your phone?
No, I'm using
the Mac Mini.
I'm using my Mac Mini now, so I think I'm going to have to move away, because that editing app that I'm using as an app, it's designed for editing on your phone and your iPad, and that's why I bought the Mac Mini with the M1 chip, was because you can download apps that you would use on your phone and your iPad on the Mac. So I'm going to have to, I think I'm going to have to change my editing suite, but I'm definitely not using DaVinci. I'm not using
right. So anyway, the question, we've got a couple of questions now saying, what do you use?
Right.
So I'm going to go first because you've mentioned DaVinci, so I'm going to go first.
Right.
It's-
Okay.
I used DaVinci Studio. Now, the reason I went for that is because I was fairly new when I first started. I was using a thing called Motovlogger. It's a free software, and it's actually really, really, really good. It's basic, but it's really good, and it's totally free. The trouble that I had with it was that the file sizes are huge, massive file sizes. And at the time, I had really shitty internet. So it could take me 12 to 15 hours to upload a 15-minute video. So I'm into DaVinci Studio now. I did that after speaking to Graham Haggis.
Yep. Haggis was good.
And it's what he does. And I find it brilliant. And what I like about it is no subscription. You pay your 180 quid, you get lifetime updates. I've had, oh God, however many updates. And it just works. And the file sizes are about a third, I think, of the size of the free one that I used. I know that Joe uses Motovlogger, and to be honest, I would have stuck with that if I had fast internet, because my only issue with it was the file size for uploading.
For uploading.
Yeah. So if anybody's starting out, Motovlogger is a brilliant wee program. And if you do decide to move to something like DaVinci Studio, it's a pretty seamless transition. There's not a big learning curve. They work kind of the same way. But what I like about DaVinci Studio mostly...
Yeah, sorry, there you go.
So, no, the only thing I was going to say is what I like about it mostly is the... well, it's two things. One is the multicam editing. So you just put them all in, click what you want. And the second thing is the voice enhancement. So it does an AI voice enhancement. You can have it basically sounding like a voiceover, or not on at all, and anything in between. So I use about 10%. It just takes out the clipping and the wind noise. It's perfect for me. So anyway, that's what I use. And
B2B bikers mentioned there's that Flamora. That's what I'm going to start using.
Right.
But mainly because when it comes to fucking all that shit, I'm not that good at that, right? I totally admit that. And I started using LumaFusion because the whole idea was it was an app on your phone that you could edit on your phone. And the plan was at Budapest trip was I was going to film, edit, and upload that day. And it ended up not doing that. So I just stuck with it. And that's how I ended up getting the Mac Mini with the M1 chip, so I could still use that editing app on the Mac Mini. But I've tried DaVinci, and for me, it's too, for what I want to do, and it takes me 3 times as much time to do it as what I can do in LumaFusion.
Aye, but you get the hang of it. Once you get the hang of it, it's dead quick.
I'm going to try that Filmora. Try that. And
is that a subscription, or is that?
I think it's a subscription, yeah. So I'm going to try that because I've seen what it looks like and how to use it, and it's like it's no as basic as LumaFusion, but it's no as complicated as DaVinci.
I don't find DaVinci that complicated.
Somebody like me, it is.
I use loads of stuff, if I'm honest. DaVinci I use for the long videos, like Ron says, multicam. That's ideal. You can play about with it. But if I'm just doing a wee short, then I've got CapCut on my phone, or the Quick app, or even I've got the 360 app if I use the 360. So it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm just doing a wee quick, I want to just throw a video up because I've only been out for an hour, then I'll just use CapCut or the Quick app.
Because for ages I didn't have a computer for ages. I've done everything, all the edits, right up to probably about, I don't know, 6 months ago, maybe 8 months ago. Everything was done on my phone. Everything.
I've done all the videos for the GoPros. They all go into the cloud. and I can access that through my laptop. And the 360 goes into the cloud, and I can access that from my laptop. So it's one time upload, and then for my telephone, if I want to edit them, I can edit them from my telephone, or I can jump onto a laptop and I've got access to the same films, the same videos. So I come in, I plug my all my cameras in, and they all start uploading to the cloud.
I think if I wasn't having issues with LumaFusion, I probably would have just stuck with LumaFusion. But I'm starting to get issues right now, and it's since the last update with Apple, it's decided it's doing that, like cutting bits out that I put in and stuff like that. So I'll give it I'm going to look into that and see about using a different editing suite, and I'll take it fair. But I've always got LumaFusion as a backup.
I know. I see loads of stuff, and loads of people are saying different programs, but if you watch people's videos, they're all pretty good. You know what I mean?
It's the issues of having LumaFusion. That's the only thing that's put me off now. Right enough. So we'll see what happens with that.
That's the only. I agree with Kimmy to go. I use DaVinci, but I use the free version.
Cheapskate.
So the only thing I've no got is the AI enhancement. The rest, everything else is free.
Aye. Actually, it was the main reason was for the voice enhancement. After I seen what Graham did, and I thought I'm just going to jump for it, and that's what I've used ever since. And it's once you've bought it, and then you forget about it. It's no subscription, which I just can't stand subscriptions. I hate everything. Everything's got a subscription model now, and I just can't abide it.
Even Cardos. I've got a subscription.
I've got a subscription. It's a bit. It's LumaFusion I bought off right. I'll need to see, because it's just I don't like change. I'm a bit OCD that way. I know how to do everything on LumaFusion. It's just taking that jump to try something different, and I think that's what's put me off DaVinci, because it is. One of the things Gary showed me was doing the green screen thing with the subscribe and share thing, and he showed me on DaVinci, and it looked fucking complicated as how to do it. But LumaFusion, it's like 2 buttons, it's done.
Aye.
So I like it. I wanted the cinematic view, but with less effort. Basically, that's what I want.
Aye.
So
no, the green screen thing it's a bit of a pain. It's as difficult as blurring your screen when you're doing it on DaVinci. You've got to track it back and forward and do all that kind of stuff, but it doesn't take long. It's not bad.
Yeah,
but I like the idea of being able to do it one click, but it doesn't.
It's like, honestly, you put it up, you bring it into the screen with LumaFusion, you go up, you click one button, and you click one more button, and it takes off the green screen, and then you can move it, and you can make it as long and short as you want. Once the green screen's away, you can move it about the screen and stuff. It's pretty simple on LumaFusion, but I think maybe that's what the problem is. LumaFusion is a bit too simple. You can't do a lot of stuff that you used to do with your editing. I can't do that with LumaFusion. Yeah,
I just love the if you've got the 3 cameras on, the 360 and the 2 GoPros, that you can just put all the videos together and just skip back and forward between all the different cameras.
Aye, that's a good thing as well, because you've got all 3 or 4 or whatever cameras you've got on one screen, and you just say, right, at this point in the video I want that one. At this point in the video I want that one. It's brilliant.
Look at Ted. I use Power Director 365 and I love it. My only fan subscribers always comment on the video.
Yeah, but he's only making videos his feet or something, I think, probably.
Feet finders.
Dylan saying he's no got, the weather's been shit, so he's not got anything to record. Excuse me. They were saying that, or somebody in Ireland was saying, hey, Dylan's obviously County Cavan, but it's somebody was saying Ireland has been something like 56 days constant rain. drive you nuts.
I would.
I
I
know.
say that the day was nice as well, and I didn't get a chance to get my bike, which because I've got other parts that I've not tried it yet. So
Some people have got to work during the day. Do you know what I mean?
I was working for a while. I've been working for a little bit. I'm finished.
I was
I'm
not talking
retired
about
again
you. I
now.
was talking about him.
Oh,
I,
him?
I phoned him the day because I thought I was working for him, and I thought I'll phone him because he never works on a Friday afternoon.
The difference is I was up and out the door at 5:30 this morning and back in the house for 11:30. So that's why I was in the house. I'm that good that I get all my work done. I don't need to stress myself out.
Well, you phoned me yesterday. You were on the way up for Workington.
Workington. I was on my way back to Workington, and then I was in Kings. I drove down to Kings Lynn on Tuesday, stayed overnight, and then drove back up on the Wednesday. I was 6 hours down and 8 hours back. So I was, so I had the right to sit about the house today and work for him. Work for him.
Sky.
Yeah,
I worked for him yesterday in the day, so I can't really complain.
Well, I'm going to take the opportunity here.
The opportunity
To out Alan Tarkadal.
Oh, that sounds ominous.
Yep. So yeah, I says to him, do you fancy coming on the live? We'll speak to Buster and you can come on the live. No, I'm not coming on. I'm not going to be about at the weekend anyway.
And he's on here.
Outed.
If anybody, we keep saying it every month. If anybody wants to come on, just drop either me an email, Teuchter an email, or Scottish Biker Abroad, and we'll get you on. It'd be good to get some other people on and get some.
Well, that was 2 weeks ago. You're probably right. Yeah. Well, we're only on once a month.
Once a month, or as Kimmy Gobus says, the last Friday of the week. We're always on the last Friday of the week.
Yeah. No, but it would be good to get other people on. And I wouldn't say he's shy, but he's got good stories. He's a nice fella. So come on. How many weeks?
We're starting to get fed up slagging Ron off. We're looking for somebody
else to get a bit of. But I was talking to. I think I mentioned to both of you. I think what we'll do is obviously because it's quiet and nobody's really out riding, but we'll stick to until the good weather comes in. We'll stick to the last Friday of the month. And if once I hate calling it the season because I'm not a fair weather rider, but once the actual bike season, good weather comes in, I think we might date 2.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go to like.
Well, when we've got things to talk about,
once
we've been out and about,
and we stop using the chance to slag you all the time. So, anybody else got any topics they want to bring up or anything they want to get off their chest?
When are you buying a real bike?
Fuck you, Rick. I don't know, I mean, my bike. At least my bike can fucking negotiate sand with it for now. It's I'm
looking forward to when I come out and I'll get a wee shot of it. You can have a shot of mine.
You think so?
If you don't give me a shot of yours, I'll take a shot of the other one.
You can have a shot of the other one if you want. It's not mine. I'll give you the keys if you want.
We done that last time. He was out. My other brother was out at his work, and he came out and he's like, "Here's the keys. Take it for a run."
Has Stevie been out in his bike yet?
He's been out. Well, between me and you, he's picked himself up some points on his bike.
Oh dear.
He's picked himself up some points on his bike.
I know.
How do you manage that?
I don't know. He was doing 40, I think 41 and a 30, I think. So, he's been out. He took it out. I think it was last Thursday. I think he was out. I think it was. He was off work. He took it out for a run. He went to see my man and all that. So he's liking it.
Good.
He's liking it. He's just waiting
I
for his pannier rack to come and then he can get his panniers fitted. And...
I'm not going to slag anybody off. We don't have a point system here in Holland, so that's one advantage. But at the end of my street, there's a set of traffic lights, and there's a speed camera on the traffic lights. And in one day, I get flashed 3 times with the same camera.
You'd be glad you know your point system earlier.
So what do you get? Just a fine?
Yeah, just get a fine.
All right.
There's no point system out here. I was telling Dunk, or I was telling him, I haven't spoke to him, but I was on his, I sent him a message. He was talking about Denny's. That's another thing that's funny. I don't know if you know that. Duncan was talking about his bike was going for its MOT. So I'd sent him a message. I said, we don't have MOTs here. He's laughing. Where do you live in Africa? We don't have MOTs for the motorbikes here. And we don't have a point system either.
I don't know why. The MOTs is only as good as the day it happens, isn't it? Really. At the end of the day, if your bike just needs to be in perfect working order for that one day, then you could drive out and your fucking bearing could fall off. Do you know what I mean? A break up or something. So
no, but I think it's fair to say that most motorcyclists look after their bikes because, you know, at the end of the day, it's they're more dangerous than cars anyway. You're going to make sure that your brakes are working fine and all that kind of stuff anyway, regardless.
I think that's the reason they were talking about bringing MOTs into Netherlands, weren't they? But then that was the argument. We've got a what would you call it? Association, a bikers association, and they went to the European Parliament and they gave them a research paper that said that it was like 1% of bike accidents were caused because there was something wrong with the bike. 1%. The rest of the accidents were or rider issues, or the car was at fault, or whatever. But the police always say what the reason for was the accident, and that was the research was that 1% of all the accidents that happen in a year are due to something wrong with the bike.
Aye. Capital Adventure saying he's away to test a couple of Cove bikes tomorrow. What do we think about Chinese bikes? Are you going to record that?
The Cove,
the Cove thing when he's out.
The Cove was one of the contenders that I was going to go for as a second bike when I still had that other fucking monstrosity. But then that put me off getting it. just because it's the unknown with the Cove, I didn't want to invest that amount of money as my only bike. But I love the Cove. It was the Cove 800 Rally X I was looking at, and I actually quite like the 450 as well. The 450.
Do you know? See Capital Adventure. I like him. He calls me sir. He says sir. That's appropriate. You should start doing that as well, Alan. Being a Rupert that I was.
Aye, no bother. My days of saluting Ruperts are over, son. My days of saluting Ruperts are over.
No, but when I was at the show last week, that Cove of I was at the Vogue or the Cove. The Cove.
One of the videos, if it helps you, one of the videos was about the Vogue or the Vogue 800X Rally, I think it's called, something like that.
Yeah, that looks really, really nice, I must say. But I sat on it, and my wife was with me. She doesn't actually know anything about bikes, and I sat on it, and she stood next to me, and she's like, "It's a bit plastic." Everything was just, do you know what I mean? Compared to the Triumph, everything was just that wee bit cheaper.
I need bother, Jabba the Hutt. Nothing's like the Tiger, no that, you know what I mean?
No, but she only can only compare it to the Tiger. Do you know what I mean? But compared to like,
aye, but it's bound to be cheaper because
Honda.
it's shit.
Compared to a Honda, all right, I said compared to the Triumph, but that was because she can only compare it to the Triumph.
But
The Cove is definitely the Cove is definitely one of the bikes at the ABR that I'm gonna be test riding. Definitely.
Hold on a minute.
What you do?
I'm living up to my name. I'm living up to my name.
The ABR is the fucking Thursday. I'm going straight to that Cove, and I'm going to be like, I want a shotty one of them. Definitely, the Cove's. I want to have a wee shot at the Cove.
Capo ADV says that the Vogue is a bit plasticky. You can feel the quality, but it's $7,000. Do you know what I mean?
Aye. Well,
I'm
Alan,
not slagging them off. I said if you, I went to the stand a bit further up, and they had a 2015 V-Strom, and the V-Strom was $8,000. And a stand further, you could buy a brand new bike with everything, with side cases, digital dashboard, cameras, the whole thing for the same price. Do you know what I mean? So I'm not slagging them off. I think if they get the dealers sorted, I think that's where everybody should be careful. That if you're doing a big, I was thinking to myself, imagine me and Alan going to Budapest and halfway into Hungary or something, and we break down. Are you going to be able to get a dealer? You'd get a dealer for Triumph, maybe no. Do you know what I mean? Or a Honda. But would you get a dealer for a Vogue or a Cove? I don't know.
Well, that's the reason why when that happened to the twin, I could have went and got a Cove 800. I could have went for one of them, and that's the reason why I didn't, because I didn't want to have the unknown as my main bike. Do you know what I mean? I didn't want to take that chance. And the only Cove dealer that I know of in the UK just now, I think, could be more, is Rugged Roads, which is away down south.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to take that chance. I would have loved to have kept the twin if it was still in good working order, and then have the Cove as a secondary bike. But
so Alan Takadal's saying that the Dumfries dealer has Dumfries dealer Hollywood service station is a great weekend place, but I think they do Vosges as well as Royal Enfield. Alan's got a Vosges, and it's actually a smashing bike. I don't know what it cost him. You'll maybe tell us if he's not too shy. But it's a smashing bike.
Capo ADV says that the bike, the parts are no specific to Cove. They're universal parts.
All right, so
that's what he says. I know there's a lot of stuff on the internet that I think it was it Vogue that, or was I can't remember. It was one of the Chinese bikes where they said it was actually a Yamaha engine that was in it.
Well, apparently the Cove,
that's what he's got.
Apparently the Cove has got, see the 900 engine that they use for the BMW 900 GS. That's apparently the Cove's got that engine in it.
That was the same. That was the same with the CF Moto, wasn't it? They were KTM.
Was it no Husqvarnas? No, it was KTM engines. It was one of the.
Husqvarna and KTM were the same company for a long time, weren't they?
Because I actually liked the Husqvarna 901 Expedition, but apart from that stupid headlight, but the bike itself was a really nice bike.
Dylan's saying, are we taking them to the local bike shops on the Tour de Faf? Well, there's only two. I suppose we could go up to MCS if you want as well, but yeah, There's only two. We can stop. We will be driving past them, so if you want to stop in, we can.
MCS, but unless we're getting into Glasgow, I think that down this kind of neck of the woods, it's MCS and I don't know who else.
Well, we've got Hollywood that does Royal Enfield and Benelli apparently. $5,000 Alan says his bike cost him for a Benelli 502.
We seen the Benellis at the ABR. We could me and him will talk. Lads, are you sure it comes with all that as well? It was like the full thing, heated grips, everything like that for that amount of money.
That's the same with all the Chinese. That's the same with all the Chinese bikes. There was that folk. The guy was telling me it's got a built-in camera on the front and the back.
Yeah,
it shows up on your dashboard. And the dashboard's got navigation, CarPlay in it.
Yeah,
and
it's all built in now.
Aye.
I reckon once the Chinese bikes get a foothold here and they get an infrastructure for servicing and parts, I think that's what's putting people off is the servicing and the parts and stuff like that. I think once they get that sorted,
I think they do.
As somebody said earlier on, they're going to put Yamaha, Honda.
It just goes back to what Zedhead was saying. 5 years' time, it'll be a totally different landscape for motorbikes in this country. And I think everywhere.
I don't know. The rumours are going about that they're going to start putting import tax on all that Chinese stuff. Europe, anyway, they're talking about Europe import tax on it to try and get the market.
Starmer's done a wee deal with fucking China, as you know. I don't know. I don't want to get into politics. I'm over politics. Fast track biker Gus. That's Gary. Remember the boy that we were talking to at the ABR that was lying fizz in the tent.
Aye.
Fair. Well, that's Gus.
Right.
That's
right.
She's asking, has anybody tried the dash cam or such like? I've no tried it. I don't know if that's too much weight for my itinerary.
I'll be. Do you know that's funny because I've got one of the CarPlay Android Auto dashboard things, and I've had it I think 2 years now or something, and it works perfectly. There's nothing wrong with it. But I was looking at one because I thought it would be handy if you could get one where you could install the apps on it itself. And they've got one now. And I was looking through all the different things, and I was looking at the enough and all the Chinese ones that come with cameras and all that kind of stuff. But they're the same. They're not that expensive these days.
I think that comment for Gus had been up there for a while. Actually, I don't think it's.
I was up there for a while, but we started talking about Chinese bikes, and I thought I'd go back and bring that back.
Well, I think that's going to be a thing now with insurance companies, because the first thing they're going to ask you if you have an accident is if you get a camera. Yeah. So it might be I know it's quite expensive, but if you wanted to go down that route, you could try the Capuride one first. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. See how. If you wanted to upgrade, I don't know if it is much an upgrade, because it could be made within the same factory for all we know.
I've been watching a load of the YouTube videos and that kind of stuff. You know how it goes. You start investigating something, and then your whole YouTube starts filling up with all that the shit you've been looking at. And a lot of people buy the Android Auto CarPlay things for China, and they say they work perfectly. Do you know what I mean?
Mine does.
I paid about €250 for that Capuride, if I remember right. And these days you can buy one for about €50 for Temu.
It's just never a thing that I never used the TFT screen on the Africa Twin. So having it set up the way I've got it set up the new with the 10E, it's no any different. Do you know what I mean? It's no, because how I end up using my phone was.
Yeah, but you've got another couple of years to go before your eyes start going. I used to have I'm seriously. You gave me a holder for my telephone, and the only problem I had was that I couldn't see it properly. That's why I bought the Capuride. Because the Capio rides,
That
7-inch
rides with
screen.
your eyes open.
You can slag me off, but I know there's a load of people that are the same. I don't need my glasses to ride my motorbike, but I need them for reading.
Yeah.
So if the telephone's on the dash or on the handlebars, I can't see it properly.
Mm.
So
Well,
that's why I got the Capri ride.
I had the same problem with I had a Teuchteronabike, and it was the 5-inch one. Couldn't see it, so that's how I've got my big widescreen now. It's
The big iPad.
no. What was it? No, the wee one was a Chiggy, and this one's a Teuchteronabike.
If my site gets that bad, I'll email Ultimate Add-ons and ask them, can they make me a case for my iPad? I'll just take my iPad.
No, but you were talking about that kind of stuff, right? There's that. If you saw that other one at DMD,
No.
Google that. DMD. They make actual telephones and tablets and navigation, and it's for they've got their own app, and they're good, but they're fucking expensive. But it's proper stuff. Google it. DMD2. It's called.
No, I'll just stick to my old faithful Ultimate Add-ons. A wee plug for Ultimate Add-ons. I'll stick to that.
Well, everybody will start leaving new Rev Bomb's life.
Rev Bomb's life.
Aye.
I know. But no, the new, I'm happy with my setup. The new, using my phone, because I found some issues when we were doing the Budapest trip. We connecting my phone through that TFT. It doesn't have Bluetooth. It didn't have Bluetooth. I think the new ones get Bluetooth, but that one didn't. It had to be cable. But another issue I was having was the minute we passed a border, the phone signal would cut off by a couple of seconds before it cut back on. So then it would cut the TFT screen off. So eventually I just got to use my Ultimate, and that's just the way I did it. And that's how I not having the TFT screen on my bike doesn't really bother me. I'll just stick to using my phone. It works perfect for me. There's Capo ADV saying he's got one. He's got a DMD.
Aye, this is a DMD. It's good stuff. It's quality. You know what I mean? Look at that bracket.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fucking expensive. And that's pretty good. That's pretty smart. That I've read about that LoRa. I think you might know about that when you're a bit technical as well, Teuchter. But that LoRa, that's you can communicate with people in a neighbourhood without internet and without telephone signal.
All right.
So if you've got a couple of them and you're riding off road, they can still communicate with each other because it's low radio wireless mesh. Pretty smart. But like I said,
it's no cheap.
No, you don't. You need a second job to get to buy it.
Right.
They come with remote controls and all that kind of stuff.
There's just seen another one. I used an of K5 on my V-Strom in Africa Twin till it fucked up. That's for fast track gusts. Fast track biker gusts. That was just, did I ever tell you that story, Ron? But when we were at ABR. So me and Gary pulls up and we've started setting up the tents. And he's like, have you got a hammer? I'm like, no. Well, you got a hammer? No. So the guy next to us, I went, I'll go and ask him. So I went, all right, mate, how you doing? Have you got a hammer? And he went, where are you from? And I went, I'm from where I'm from. He says, I'm from the next village hour.
Aye.
He says, I'm here with my mate, and he's from there as well, and he's a motorcycle instructor. And I went, his name isn't Gus, is it? Aye. Fucking right, 2 tents away from us. It was quite funny. We end up pitching up about 2 tents away from him. So
Capo ADV doesn't have the dedicated DMD. He's just got the app because it is an app. You can download it onto your telephone. He's got a Samsung Tab. with the DMD app installed. That's a wee bit different.
That's pretty bizarre.
Bizarre.
It may happen this time at ABR as well. Have you noticed I've got my nice new t-shirt on that Gary's not got?
All this.
So,
What's that for?
right, you want to give it it's been just over an hour we've been on.
Yeah.
And everybody's
Yep.
starting to disappear to
Rave bombs.
Red
Red
Bombs
Bombs.
one and all. And we
My
all be
wife-
like to,
My wife's arrived back with a Chinese.
oh, so there's
Oh,
no
I can smell
KFC
it.
this time, is it no?
No KFC this time. We've got a
No
Chinese
KFC.
today.
Right, so we'll start wrapping up and we'll go through who's thanks to everybody who's joined us. So Zed, Howie 702. Who else have we got? Why is this not working? Strange Fruit Biker 20, Dorset Rider, give me to go. Old Man on a Bandit, Takadale. Who else?
Bowden Bikes.
Wooden Bikes, Fast
Fast Track
Biking.
Bike August.
Chris. Who
Capel
else?
ADV.
Capel ADV. If you ever want to come on for a live, give us a shout, Capel ADV. That'd be a good
German
one to go on.
Jobbies.
German Jobbies. What a name.
Gavin Honda Rider.
Who else? I think that's it. We've covered everybody, isn't it?
Slow Rider was on.
Slow Rider. So again, thanks everybody for coming on to our live. If you want us to add your channel at the bottom, at the scroll, just give us a shout and we'll stick your name in there. And if you want to come on to live, just drop me, Scottish Biker Abroad, or Teuchter a wee email. And the emails are, once I put them up, down there. Just drop us an email and we'll get you on. Could be, even if you're not a motovlogger, you can come on and share your story with us. It'd be nice to get other people on for a wee some
Yep.
shits and giggles.
Yeah, get
Right.
some more people on. I think that would be a great idea.
Would
So
be.
come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Right, come on. We'll try and get you on and get a laugh, and we can all slag Teuchter. I mean, we can all. Right, so we'll see you bye there. Thanks very much for joining the live. Stay safe.
Yep.
Stay rubber side down, and remember, take life one minute at a time. Catch you later.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.